Alright, Shelob Attacks. It was one of the first LTR sets that came out, one of the first ones that I got, so I think it's an awesome one to do a conversations video of. And honestly, I don't think you're gonna have that many good arguments because this is a pretty darn awesome set. Are you kidding me? I mean, this set is so crappy, I can't even put it into words. I mean, to start out with, the scene was terrible in the movie. All it did was it made the movie even longer. I had to sit there even longer and watch this thing with you. Believe me, every time it's torture. But then, I mean, why would they bother making that horrible scene into a Lego set? And a horrible, terrible, absolutely awful Lego set at that. But it was so cool. It was one of the best scenes in the movie. Even when I don't feel like watching a movie, I rewatch and rewatch and rewatch that scene because it's so cool. It's amazing. It's the best giant spider ever. Okay, this is not the first giant spider we've seen. Not in Lego or in lore. Okay? In Lego, we've seen it with Aragon, the giant spider from Harry Potter. Do not get me started on Harry Potter. We've seen it in Lego creator sets, all kinds of Mirkwood spiders, shall I go on. And then, I mean, everybody likes to say how original Tolkien was and what an excellent job Peter Jackson did on the movies. He didn't. Tolkien was a copycat. Giant spiders have been in mythology since the beginning of time. All he did was he copied that, and then he claimed to make it original by saying that it was a demon. And then, I mean, he even made it in The Hobbit too. How many giant spider scenes do I have to sit through in these Tolkien movies? It gets really old. I mean, why not a giant beetle or a giant scorpion for once? Okay, well, we're not here to talk about giant spiders. Okay, we're here to talk about the Lego set, remember? Alright, can we move this along a little bit? I mean, it's lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. Alright. So, minifigs first, of which we get 3 awesome ones, 2 of which are exclusive to this set. The first one is not, though. It's Frodo. Frodo Baggins, the main character, the hero of the story. Frodo is terrible. Okay? The main thing about Frodo, every scene in the movie, I mean, he's got these ginormous blue eyes, okay? When you make me sit there and watch it for you for a while, I mean, I go outside and look at the sky, and the sky looks white, because compared to Elijah Wood's ginormous blue eyes, the sky is not blue anymore. And then if I sit there for hours on end, and we watch like all 3 extended editions in a row, then I go outside and the sky looks purple. It messes up my eyes, and yeah, it does the same to me with this Lego minifigure. But the minifigure is good, right? I mean, you admitted that the eyes look good. Okay, I got complaints about that too. He's got no pupils on either face, and that's the other thing. It's the same face that we saw in Attack on Mothertop. I mean, every other set photos in, we get a different face besides this one. Why can't this set have a different face too? I mean, he looks serious, but he doesn't look terrified like he should throughout the entire scene. Well, he isn't exclusive, but I still think he's good. What about Samwise Gamgee? Exclusive to the set, which is something I have a problem with since he's like the second main character, unless you consider Gandalf to be that. But even so, one of the 3 main characters, he comes with Sting, he comes with the Light of Erendiel, and he's just an awesome guy, right? Oh, Samwise Gamgee. Okay, before I get on the actual minifigure, this is like the worst job they could have done on the Light of Erendiel. Okay, all they did was they took a white gem. Oh, let's flip it upside down. That's the Light of Erendiel. Magic. No. Okay, it doesn't have the blue tinge like it did in the movie. Why couldn't they have done something like that? Made a cool exclusive piece. Everybody would want the set just for that. And then Sting. Okay, I'll admit it's a good mold, but they ruined it. I mean, look on the back of it. It says, copyright, the Lego Group. Instilling fear in young children, and ruining an otherwise pretty good mold. Terrible. And, okay, before I get started, are you sure that you want me to talk about Sam? Well, it's America. Just make it quick. Okay, to start out with, every time that I turn around in the movie, Sam is either making complaints about Lebanese bread, or he's making some ginormous speech that I feel like I should be memorizing for my English class. let me put it this way. Sam's speeches are to Frodo as Advil, Tylenol, whatever is to a hardworking adult. Every day you need one in order to keep functioning properly. So instead of Frodo saying, "Oh Sam, get me an Advil," it's, "Oh Sam, make a big speech." Sam makes his big speech, and then Frodo magically is able to get his little furry hobbit feet functioning again. Okay, what about the minifigure? You're complaining about the character. What about the minifigure? Doesn't look like him. Okay. Gollum. Gollum, they did an excellent job on. I mean, you can see the conflict in his eyes. And you've even got a stud on there if you'd like to modify it. You got these cool arms, which you can move out if you want to, so it can look like he wants to give you a hug. And you can attach into a base plate. And I think it's just an awesome looking Gollum. Okay. If you thought Frodo and Sam were bad, Gollum's even worse. Okay, this thing has no posability whatsoever, except for the arms. I mean, yes, Gollum was crawling around on the ground like this for most of the movie, but he was crawling in different ways. And he wasn't crawling for the whole movie. I mean, he could stand up on his own two legs if he wanted to. But this thing, it's bad. It's horrible. And then the other thing, the one in Riddles for the Ring looks older than this one, when in fact this one should look older. The Lord of the Rings happened after The Hobbit, not before. And let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I distinctly remember Gollum saying in An Unexpected Journey, he has 9 teeth. This says 7. How more inaccurate could this possibly be? Alright. Little mini build. We get this cool little rock structure. This is not cool. Not cool at all. Okay? Where are the spider webs? This is a spider's cave. And there's not one spider web included in the set. Not one. Instead, we get these horrible little plant tentacles, okay? I don't remember any vines in that cave. And even if there were some, there were way more spider webs. And then, to take this even further, whenever we do see a spider web in LEGO, it's gray, not white, like everybody knows a spider web should be. Except in Fleeing from Mirkwood Spiders. They finally got it right. But believe me, they got a heck of a lot of other things wrong in that set. Oh, and then the catapult function. Okay, this is not fun. It's not accurate either. Gollum did not leap on Frodo inside the cave. It was outside the cave. Okay? And look at this. That's not fun. Okay? I know fun. That is not fun. It's not the best, but if they wanted to make a whole cave system, it would have been a larger set once again. And then we're back down the same road of if every set met your expectations, it would be much more expensive. Alright, can we move on to the spider now? I'm really getting hungry. Alright, Shelob. We've seen a lot of giant spiders from LEGO in our day. This is by far the best. I mean, we've got the printed head. It's highly posable. I mean, each leg has, what? You can move it from side to side, and then 1, 2, 3 joints. 3 joints! Could you ask for any more joints than that? I don't think a spider's legs have any more joints than that. I know mine doesn't. I mean, I can move my foot, I can move my knee, and I can move it at the hip. That's 3 joints. I mean, it's better than a minifigure, right? Okay, in the movie, Shelob the spider was terrifying. The scene, like I said, it was pretty horrible. But the spider was terrifying. This thing, it looks like something from, like, Lord of the Rings, the animated TV show. Are you kidding me? I think that's definitely the scariest LEGO spider we've ever seen. Oh, you're right, you got that right. I mean, all the other LEGO giant spiders that we've seen so far look like something from out of Teletubbies or something. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay, one of the things I really hate about this spider is the wheels on the bottom of it. The wheels on the spider go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the spider go round and round, all through the cave. So you're going to start singing in our shows now? No, it's just making a point. But let me continue. Then, another thing is that we've got this stupid little gear here. It juts out and stuff. Should I sing about the gear on the bottom of the spider now, too? Please don't. Okay, a couple more things. One of them being, if we were doing everything wrong with this set, one of the things I would definitely say is obvious red stinger is obvious. I mean, there's no spider out there that has, look at me, I'm the stinger, look out. It's not obvious like that. I mean, it blends in with the rest of the spider. This sticks out like a sore stinger. Are you quite finished? One last thing. And that is that this one piece comes off very easily, by the way. Underneath it, we've got even more gears. I mean, what is this? A giant robot Shelob? Or was Shelob a robot to begin with? It's terrible. You know it's supposed to be a real spider as well as I do. Whatever. Well, overall, I think this is definitely one of the better small Lord of the Rings sets that we've seen. We get 3 good minifigures. I mean, you get 2 of the main characters, and then really 3, because I mean Gollum is the main character too, and then he's iconic as well. So, well, I'll give you the last word. Last word: make Ungoliant and